Okay, our next fight's going to be FreeToPlayPlease versus the Cosmic people. Two French teams, two friends. It'll be an interesting fight to see.
Bragging rights for ages to come, boys.
Yes. So and two very similar setups too. So it'll be nice to see
Do you
who
think
comes out on
that
top
certain
skill wise.
regions, do you think certain regions tend to run certain setups, uh, more synonymously than like? Do you think like U.S. runs like, I don't know, just to throw out ideas like more heavy, tank heavy, and then like maybe European tend to run more caster heavy, or do you think it's just kind of been like homogenized across the regions
Well,
because of
Um,
European
I
groups
mean,
have seemed to run more hybrid type setups, where American groups are often more tank focused. Um, though I don't know if that
you
indicates
get the
one
American
particular
groups that
region.
either go full tank or full caster. It seems that's their
okay.
preference. However, over time, Joel said, the European groups like to do a little bit of hybrid.
Yeah, I feel
In,
like
in
kind of
this
hybrid
tournament,
is becoming more prevalent and just becoming more played more often. You do see on mainland though, you do kind of see more tank heavy, just because it's a little bit more forgiving on mainland. I feel. Um, but
Well, a
yeah.
hybrid group setup requires a lot of communication and synergy that can be difficult if you're pugging, inviting different people every
Yeah,
night.
exactly. Yeah, that's kind of why I bring up the point of mainland. It's just tanks. You just as long as you have like a little bit of rank on it, you can kind of just fly in and just stick to someone that's killable or support or something like that. Meanwhile, hybrid I feel is stronger overall, but it does require a lot more communication. Uh, Probably not even voice communication, just playing together with people, knowing where they're going to be in a fight, and just kind of, you know, pulling back or pulling enough or circle fighting and stuff like that that maybe you couldn't just pull through in a pug.
Agreed. All right. So as before, we have our free-to-play team that will feature that very nasty um, BD SM Thurgis combination with the Bard and Druid putting up the support leg. And they'll go against a setup that's remarkably similar to theirs, which of course had a very unfortunate link dead in their last fight, and essentially forfeited the match to carry Nordic. And they're going to have very much the same setup, just with a Smite Cleric in there too, who can hop on the train. So this will be very interesting. It'll really come down to execution.
How do you guys feel about the Smite Cleric bringing more damage rather than utility, especially in a tournament that bans max, Supremacy pots, which are max buffs? Like, do you feel it's the right
Interesting.
choice, or do you feel like you should just go more traditional Cleric?
It's interesting. I think it's a really cool idea that they're trying it, and you know, I don't know exactly what spec he is. I'm assuming he still has some fears, although I didn't really see him do that last fight. But the ability to just add that extra bit of DPS, considering you have a Thurgis and BD pet to kind of control the fight, I think that's a really neat idea.
Yeah. Also, I think at rank 11, maybe the Cleric is damage passives, and just the baseline Smite Nuke is doing enough with the debuff that it's enough to finish people off. So it's yeah, I agree. It's very interesting. It's kind of thinking a little bit outside of the box. When you run small man, I feel like Smite Cleric is the better choice when you're running like
Right.
3 to 4 in live servers. And they kind of brought that logic here, and it seems to be working, I guess. So I'm interested in how it
Well, you saw
fares in
that
this.
fight, that cleric did essentially solo one of the I believe it was the chanter actually. He pretty well soloed.
yeah, I think it was Shin.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that group had no spirit resist, right? They didn't have a warden. They just had a druid, I believe.
Yeah.
And you're rank 11, like I said. Like you get a little bit of especially if you're templated pierce and magic damage and all that, which honestly we don't know just by looking at these guys. But he could be
Assuming
damage
he
passes if he
is.
could not. Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
he could be just regular cleric spec and just hitting for like 300 a nuke plus crits and just soloing stuff in a stun. I mean that stun is baseline. And with
Yes.
duration, it's gonna last on a caster to kill them if they don't get heals. So it's very interesting.
I think we're gonna have a bit of a standoff at the start of this fight.
Mhm.
Groups kind of feel each other out. It's a bit like a boxing match. For the first couple rounds, it's not a lot. heavy shots thrown. You're just trying to soften your opponent a bit to make him.
Yeah, I think pet control is gonna be really huge here between the BDs. Like we've seen in the last few fights, I pointed out that you kind of just kamikaze them and it doesn't work out.
No, it's a huge resource in 5v5 because those pets are essentially another person that can interrupt passively. So
Yeah.
Oh, we're about to start here, and will be as
Looks like the
predicted,
taunts between the BDs again.
very, very passive, and they're going to try to kill that warp with pets, so no, those are going to go on the Bard, and those are going to be cleared very quickly.
Okay, oh no, he's pulling back the BD pets. I don't know if that was lag or he just got a little frisky there.
The third just has the beat pets on him, and the beat pets from Free Play, now they're being sent in, and it looks like they will be on the Bard. Chuki's got an air pet on him. We'll see how he deals with that.
Yeah,
and
2 air pets. He's got another one.
his pet's out by Ilial. And
He's
free.
mailing?
That Thurgis
Okay,
is
so-
free. Thurgis is very, very free. This could be a very big problem
Yeah, Thurg's not casting though. Thurg's repped
for Cosmic.
I think Thurg has BD pets and BD like focusing on him a little bit right now.
Yep. And this is very,
Bard
very...
seems to be getting some CC.
Yeah.
Bard's pet now. Bard's pet.
Bard's pet
Three,
now. He's
two,
taking
two.
a lot of
Yeah.
damage. He's
Two
taking
air
a lot of damage.
Debuff nukes
Could
are
Bard
out.
die?
Debuff nukes are out.
Oh no,
BD pets
he's
are dead.
Oh, BD pet's dead. BD pet's for
Yeah,
Cosmic
that-
dead.
Yep.
This is gonna open this Thurgis up a lot. BD's gonna have
This
to
is
focus on
open up
recasting the
Thurgis
pets.
A lot.
While-
Yeah, and the Bard is... They've instantly
Bard's
moved
focusing
him
on Thurg?
using that Bard.
Nope. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, taunt's coming to Thurg. Pet's out on Bard though. There is
I think
CC on the
that's too
BD and his pets though. BD
Yeah.
just purged
nope.
the mess.
BD pet has been demezed, and he will
Yep.
push in now.
Alright,
The,
SM is
Cosmic
M09 and
Surg's
free.
The one thing about running the Aug Healer is the ability to clear those air pets a lot easier than they would have with that Cleric, with the Confuse.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
And it looks like that's what he's doing. He's not even attempting to CC. He's just standing back and confusing pets. If you look at him, look how passive he is.
Right.
Now he's pushing forward a little bit. But that's just a heal. But
Oh
he
my
has
God.
The air
kept their
Thurg is
back
free.
line.
Oh,
The air
He
Thurg
got
is free,
interrupted.
yes.
I mean, he has about
BD
10
pet.
pets out, it looks like, so...
Yeah.
Interrupting him at
Those
this point
pets
is
are
not
locking
huge.
down the BD. Yeah. And the Cleric has really not been able to do much other than heal because of the pressure
Yep,
that's been
air Thurg is
applied.
free again. I'm pretty sure he's maxed on pets almost. They're all over
Yeah.
the Bard. He has like 3 on him, it looks like.
Yeah.
This
Plus
is
the SM pet.
They have to get some pressure on this backline of free to play, otherwise this is going to be a very.
Oh, it
difficult
looks
fight.
like. Oh, what class is that that just died? Cam X. Is that their Thurg? Yeah, I think it is. He got a
Yeah.
res, but he needs a heal before he gets caught with more pet. Okay, now he can. Oh, it looks like he CC'd. More pets are on.
The Bard is pretty free here, and he's coming in. He'll melee that BD. That's a smart play. But he's going to be free in a second, and he's going to devastate them with roots. This
Yeah,
is
I think
very,
right now
very
free to
difficult.
play is just pushing over them. They lost so much pressure. Cosmic did.
They did. And that Aug Healer just stood there and cleared pets, and their whole backline was largely free from Thurgis pet that entire fight. Very well played.
Yeah, that
by the
BD
Aug
is
Healer.
just standing there casting taunts. The third ring 5 is out. It stunned all those air pets, but I don't know if that was the wisest choice
No, I don't
for
know
that
if
ring
that
5,
was
but it is desperation at this point.
Yeah, and the Thurgis is Cosmic's Thurgis is working with ice pets now. Very easily.
Yeah, the
dealt
air
with.
pets are getting cleared, but I think it might be too much resources being put into clearing them that they're just going to get
Yeah.
overwhelmed at this point.
It's this is a constrictor motion. Every time that they take a breath, free to play just pushes a little bit further. And
Yeah,
chokes a little
and
bit
plus,
more
like,
air
you
out of
clear
them.
all the Thurgis pets, and you still have a BD pets going on in a fight that you're pretty much struggling already against, so...
Yeah, and I would say
And their
this
Bard
one
just got
is
mezzed, so...
largely over. Very nicely played by free to play there, I have to say. They did a very good job of pushing at the right time, maintaining control, and their Thurgis their Thurgis really outplayed Cosmic's Thurgis.
Yeah, it all comes down to fights like this, a battle of Thurgis, which Thurgis is able to get out more pets, more pressure,
Yeah.
and once that momentum like shifts in one team's favor, it's very hard to to be able to counter it, especially with no AoE clears really. It's hard to when a third gets really free to clear all those pets.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's also
that
pretty
all-
rough. People haven't played mirror matchups since Mordred, which has been many years. So maybe you're used to playing Alb, you don't know how to play against a Theurgis. You only know how to play as one. So it's an adaptation thing, and that really goes for any class, even like including a Bard or an SM. So it's really good on these guys picking this stuff up as they go.
Yeah, there's a lot of unknowns with this Mordred style setup or tournament. Makes it more fun, I think.
Absolutely.